So can you give us just a quick rundown? Like how did you make the jump from comedy to tequila? Like, how did that transpire?
How did I make the jump? How did I make the jump from comedy to tequila? The funny thing about that, Chris, is that I actually made the jump from tequila to comedy, and now I'm just jumping back into tequila. Tequila is what has fueled my fire since I was since before I was drinking age, and I've always. Sorry, I'm in a room. I can do this now.
No,
hey, be safe, everybody. Be safe.
Oh, hey, look, it's Alex.
Tequila has been what. Tequila has been what has fueled my fire forever. It's what I drank before I went on stage for the very first time, before I did stand up. And coincidence, it's what Ron drank the very first time before he went on the stage, amateur stage. And throughout my career, I've consumed a lot of tequila. And people, some people started to know me as that tequila dude, which is not what you want on your bio. But throughout my career, I've enjoyed tequila. I've always turned people on as things got good for me. Once I did the Latin Kings of Comedy, and my visibility grew, and my visibility grew, my paychecks grew, all that stuff grew, and so I started turning on people to what I thought were beautiful tequilas, and there was many of them, right? There's many of them, and then it was 2013 we started, so probably about 2011. A friend of mine, I was with Ron in Mexico. We were drinking for fun like we do everywhere we go. And a friend of mine said, you got to check out this little distillery. And we went and checked it out. Small batch, handcrafted, been around for a century. And when I drank it, I just literally looked at the guy and said, hands down, across the board, every expression, the best tequila I've ever had. I like a lot of tequila labels, but I can't think of one that I like: the Blanco, the Repo, the Añejo, and the Extra Añejo. And I looked at the guy, I said, hands down, across the board, that's the best tequila I've ever had in my life. And Ron's words were, that's not only the best tequila I've ever had in my life, he says, that's the best drink of liquor I've ever had in my life. And that's an experienced drinker right there.
Yeah.
And then I just begged the question. I wanted to buy some bottles. I wanted to buy some bottles, and I asked the guy, I said, where can I find this in the U.S.? What's it called?
Yeah.
And what states is it in? Because I tell people about tequila all the time. That's all I really wanted to do. I wanted to share this with people. And he said, we don't have a U.S. presence. And then the businessman and Ron and myself took over. And it's not even about the business. It's about sharing this beautiful juice. And the beautiful thing is, now everywhere we go, we've got our own bottle, which Ron and I, we bring a party anyway. Now it's a really fun party. Now we have party
up here to Buffalo anytime soon.
And so thanks for helping us spread that word, because I always tell people I'm Juani Appleseed, and I'm looking for people to help me spread the word.
Well, we were just so blown away.
There you
go. We were
that's how.
we were whiskey guys, and
what the?
It's really good,
dude. It was like a 3-minute interview. Holy crap! All right. Anyhow, we're going to get to this. If you guys enjoyed that, however, there is more to that. We've got about 15 minutes of interview we did with Alex, who was gracious enough to take some time out of his day, talk with us, promote this, also promote their new comedy tour. Well, I keep saying tour. It's not a tour. It's a quarantine comedy.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah. They've been doing these really cool shows. I'm particularly happy about it. They've been helping musicians find a venue by putting on and hosting these quarantine music shows. But now they're going to
musician, like who would we?
Like our friend Molly Healy. Actually,
Molly Healy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, musicians.
So they've been doing those, and now they're going to start doing comedy versions of it, right? Yeah. And it looks like
if we called Molly out right now, do you think we could make guilt her into being on Taste Buds?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. We might try that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that, but, All right. Anyhow, please go check them out. That's going to be on Number One, their website, which will all link down below, and everything's in there, and you guys will check that out because you guys are awesome. In the meantime, go over our Patreon, and here's the killer thing. It's not behind a paywall on our Patreon.
It's free.
It's totally free. We put it up there because we want to help Alex and them. We want you guys to have it. We're also using it as a teaser for our Patreon. So while you're there, if you wouldn't mind looking at it, we've got other content that is at the $4 level, aside from our merchandise. So, All right, let's get to this
Yes.
nosing.
Okay.
We've only been drinking it for 20 minutes here, but
you know, it's worth drinking for a while.
Here's the interesting thing about that nose.
Yeah.
Is it's not peppery.
No.
But it's also not sweet.
No, it's
this odd enigma of there's something, but there's nothing.
You ever slice into a vanilla bean? Like an actual vanilla bean and like rip it open and scrape the stuff out?
I've never even owned a vanilla bean.
All right, well, that's what it smells like. No, the vanilla notes are to me really strong, but they're
sliced vanilla bean. I get hints of sliced vanilla bean, y'all.
He's making fun of me.
Making fun of you.
No, but the vanilla is very strong, but it's not overly sweet. It's just there, just the literal flavors there.
If I had to put a flavor on, I actually kind of get the hint of like
agave.
No, the old style chewing gum. Like really the old with that white powdery coating
the hard
on it.
Stuff.
Yeah,
like the hard chewing gum.
Yeah, it's still got like that white powder and stuff on them. That's Or specifically, if you unwrap it and you smell the wrapper. Yeah, like smell the wrapper on it. That's kind of what it's got that sweetness to it, but it's not enough to go, oh, that's sweet. It's just there's a hint of but I love it.
I'll take it.
No smoke, but it puts you in the mind. I guess it's the wood. What have they aged in? So
yeah, man, it is so. I don't know quite how to say. Yeah, I'm trying to use words other than good and delicious. But it's not overly sweet. It's not overly peppery, but somehow both of those are coexisting in a nice space.
Do you remember what it was that you said you was going to start using several episodes ago? Something about being as beautiful as some kind of butterfly? No, you don't remember.
I don't remember that at all.
If I could find it, we'll insert that in right now. I bet I can't find it, but anyhow.
I don't listen to what I say. I have no idea what I say.
Okay, I do. You get a little bit of the wood on there.
Yeah.
You get some sweetness, but my favorite thing about it is you don't get too much of any.
Yeah.
Everything about it is you still get, you're drinking a tequila. You have some of the pepper, you have some of the spice, but not very much. It's very approachable all the way around, just like the Blanco is.
Yeah, it's super, super well balanced.
So I guess another thing that I do really like about it, a lot of the ones we've done where we go to Blanco, Reposado, Añejo, Extra Añejo.
Yeah.
You can tell when they go up from the Blanco to the Añejo, but the Reposados tend to fade in, and they're closer to one or the other.
Yeah, it's always
this one. It's always stands out on its own.
Yeah, and it's disappointing to me when I tasted tequila, Blanco, Reposado, Añejo, and
the Reposado tastes like one or the other.
Yeah, or it feels like I've just gotten gypped.
Or say that Rosa tastes like the Blanco.
Yeah, the Cadijo, yeah. You feel like you got gypped, like you should have just ponied up the money for the bottle up. This is a totally different story. No. This tastes completely different than the Blanco, and we've had the Extra Añejo, and it tastes completely different than this.
Yeah, that's its own thing.
So this is one of the few tequilas that I would absolutely say you need the set.
Yeah.
You need all three bottles, not so you can have the set of three bottles like the Ajayeto that looks so cool.
Though if you do, you get a really cool looking set.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But beyond the bottles, I mean, you need three bottles because they are three different tequilas completely. So, yeah.
All right. Beautiful smelling, beautiful tasting, beautiful looking, beautiful bottle, and made by beautiful people, it seems.
Yeah, super, super nice guy. Just isn't it good when you meet somebody and
they're what you dreamt they would be?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, just salt of the earth, good dudes.
Yep. Please go over there to Patreon and watch that video for us. We had a blast talking with Alex for the time he could spare. And
there's a lot of cool.
We really like these guys. So
a lot of cool, really little cool tidbits in that interview that you're definitely going to want to see.
Absolutely.
All right. Anything else?
We could use another bottle, and I sure hope they keep making this.
Yeah, I imagine they will. Until next time.
Whether it be the number one you're drinking.
The food you're eating.
We watched a College Humor thing a while ago about pronunciation, and now I gotta do it every time we have to say something. Number one! Because it's gonna piss them off.
We're in the Ozarks. We're rednecks.
Well, it's number one.
That's true. All right.
Clothes you're wearing.
The food
That
you're...
Alex Reymundo said to you. Look at that. See how I worked that in? Go ahead.
Now I forgot where I was. Grab a buddy. Try something
new.
new.